Hello, my name's Rebecca. I'm 29, I live in Newcastle, and you are reporting for Beauty Duty. Finally got that right after saying the wrong age several times. It was my birthday on the 28th of April, so I'm still getting used to one's new age. So, I have a lot of new makeup to try. Yeah, a lot. This isn't even the half of it. Not all of this is new. This is just some of this is stuff that I need to like move back into my makeup room. And I'm just gonna pull out a few bits and bobs that I want to use. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I have a face primer too. So much that I can use. Actually, let's bring you out. Because that is not a new foundation, but it's in a different colour. Okay, so my eyes are primed, my brows are on, well, they're soaped. I don't really do much apart from this now anyway. And I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Naughty's Remix Dance Palette. When you see this is right up my street. Right, that bit of plastic's gone. Oh yeah. I have touched it up a little. And that's what she looks like inside. Oh, huge pans. And I really love the quality of BH Cosmetics. I really, really do. I'm just trying to think what colours I want to do. I do have the row of neutrals. I do have the row of just smoky grey neutrals. And then purples. This row is a little similar to things I've done before. So I'm going to sort of mix it up a little bit. Mix it up. Right, let's pull out a brush. No mirror in this, which is a little disappointing. I'm just going to angle my mirror so that I can use it. I have another lighted mirror there. I never have it lit up because I've got a big ring light. Anyway, oh, this looks so pretty. Ooh. Yeah, is that a navy? I hope that's a navy and not a black shade. Milkshake, what a weird name. What a weird name for that shade. Anyway, I digress. Let's just go for it. That is like, that's navy. That's navy. I couldn't tell at first if it was just a crap black, dark grey or navy. So I think I'm going to do a halo eye. It's been a while since I've actually done one on my channel. So let's give it a go. Saying let's give it a go. I'm doing it because it's easy, it's quick, it's 11:30 at night. Yes, I'm filming late. I'm not in the greatest of health, unfortunately. So I do sleep a lot. So I just film when I can. I do love a navy eyeshadow, I really do. Enjoy a navy eyeshadow. I think it's a very underrated shade. Decided whether or not I'll show how I cut my halo or not. I do have a detailed video on how to do a halo eye, but I think that's nearly a year old now, and my skills and how I do things are a little bit different a year on. So if you want an updated, very slow, very zoomed in halo eye, then do let me know. This has got great pigmentation to it. Okay, so they're not even, but we're just getting the sort of first shape out of the way. And this is just a first impression, as I said. Just gonna give this a little blend. This is a Morphe M139, and I laid the original shade down with a JH40. Even if you don't like Jaclyn Hill, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brushes are really good. I don't know if they're discontinued or anything like that, but they are really fantastic brushes, to be honest with you. Just giving this a really lazy blend because I'm gonna go over most of it with purple anyway. Just want to soften the edges a bit. It does blend really well considering I'm just giving it a rough, lazy blend. Let's lay you down. And then next I'm going to take... don't want you. Yeah. A Spectrum A12. And I'm going to take Don't Ya, which is the really bright purple just in the middle there. Oh, I realised why it's called Milkshake. The navy. Because this is the naughtiest thing, it's after the song. And then Don't Ya, because I've got Crazy in Love, Poker Faced, Sexy Backs, and... Okay, I've just suddenly understood this. Just ignore me. Go in with this. Wow, it's really pigmented. Purple is one of the hardest colours to formulate. And these palettes are not expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but yeah. Yeah, they're really difficult to formulate out of all the colours. So if this can be done on in an inexpensive palette, it just goes to show that like expensive palettes have no excuse to not get a purple right, you know. Particularly blue toned purples like this, which I think are quite like your true purples. Just blending the edges of that. Ooh, it does blend really well. I want to try and keep the shape as well. I don't want to blow this out too much. I want to keep a nice rounded out sort of halo shape. It's been a while because I normally really blow things out to here. I do have a new concealer to try, so I don't want to go too far down here as well. How are we looking? I really need to give my mirror a clean, so I can't really see how everything looks. Oh yeah, I think it looks nice. This blended out really nicely, actually. Okay. And then I'm going to go into... Actually, I don't trust that it's not going to be really pigmented. That's the thing, is you see a pale shade in the pan and you think, oh, it won't be too pigmented. You never know. So I'm going to take something a little more tapered but still fluffy. My nose was itchy. And go into Crazy in Love, which is a sort of pastel-y pinky purple. That's a bit dusty, so I'll just really... See, it does have more pigment than I thought it was going to. So if you're more the sort of person that wants to lay down a transition, rather than me who does darkest to lightest most of the time, or some variation of that, this would be a nice transition shade. So I'm literally just floofing this on now. It's going to be a very quick eyeshadow look because the quality of this is really impeccable. And to be honest, I can do a halo eye in like 20 minutes, so... Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the darker purple, the Don't Ya, and just re-intensify that one a bit. I really don't want this video to be a million years long either. I could really do without having to edit down 2 hours of footage. Definitely using the wrong brush to blend that out, but oh well. Let's just blow that out a bit. So I've lost a bit of the roundness because that's always what happens, but it's fine. I think it still looks really nice. To make this just a smoky eye, all I'd do is pack the navy all over and it would be a smoky eye. Right, put that down. And then I'm just going to take a really fluffy brush and go into Hey Ya, which is this shade here. Which is just a normal, man, that's dusty. And that's pigmented though. Is she dusty? She want to be pigmented when she's that dusty. Right, so that's enough for the mattes. It's blended. This palette is so good. Oh my god, the blending took like no time at all. I know like some of my friends love to blend forever. I'm too lazy for that. So I'm just going to cut a cut crease, a halo eye in really fast. So I've just washed this brush, but well, washed, I've ISO cleaned it. Use code Becky20, not my code, my friends, but yeah, for ISO clean, which is this is one of the P. Louise Acid Rain brushes. So I just take some of my normal primer on the back of my hand, which is my Be Perfect Perfect Prime. I love this stuff, and I have not got nearly enough primer there. I'm just gonna and then I wipe my brush off on the back of my hand and then tap in what I've already done like that. I think what I'll do is I'll do this eye on camera and then I'll do the other eye off camera, and then I just pat. Just gonna make sure it won't transfer up. It will a little, so I know that I need to add that little bit more than where I did on my initial guideline. I don't cut too far. If I think I've added too much primer, I will just tap it and I keep wiping my brush in the back of my hand. So add a tiny bit more product at a time, wipe your brush, then go back in. You really don't want to load too much product on when you do this. This is definitely the case. You can obviously take off the space with a makeup remover. I do that with a cut crease. I don't necessarily do that with a halo. Then I'm going to tap out the edges. It's not ideal with these nails, but tap them out like that. Just to make sure they are diffused. And then I can go in with whatever shade I want to take on the eye. I don't know where my glitter glue is, which is what I'd normally do, but anyway. So I'm just spraying my brush with some setting spray. And I'm going to take the shade... Ooh, do I want to use Teen Dream or Single Lady? These are both beautiful. Okay, let's go in with Single Lady, then I can do a bit of Teen. And then there's Twerk, which is nice as well. Twerk's lovely. Yeah, let's go in with Single Lady and then I can see where I go from there. So... Wow, that is pretty. So I'm just going to pop this on all over. Like this. So she picks up nice and creamy on a brush. Goes really nice with the eye look that I've got going on so far. And I could do this and just lay down glitter glue in the same shape I've done with the primer, especially if it was a really thin or more of a topper formula of shimmer shadow. I would have just put the dark all over my eye, done the glitter glue on top so the dark would still been through to give it a really nice base. So that's another way of doing it, and I do that quite often as well. Especially if I'm using like a loose pigment or something like that. Okay. So that is essentially like a halo eye. Just gonna show. It's all in the brush, I have to be honest. It is all in the brush. Obviously it's in the technique that you use, but it's mostly in the brush. I'm going to take Teenage Dream, which is just there on my finger. I'm just going to tap that right in the centre. I sometimes feel like if you put the things like that down the middle, then something either side, it can make it look a bit stripy. So I like to do it like this, and it focuses the lightness right back into the centre of your eye as well. It's going to be a long video, isn't it? And then just taking the original brush that I used to lay down Milkshake, and I will always roll it in. We'll push it in like that. If I go over it and like, no. So I always push it in. Same on this side. I think it makes it much more like diffused. Do you see that? And then I'm going to take a really, do I have a small brush to hand? No. So I'm just going to be really careful with this and take Milkshake on the back of my brush, tap it into Don't Ya, tap it off really good, and then I'm just going to take it really carefully just over the top of my halo, just to add that little bit of definition back in. And there you have a true halo eye. So I'm going to pop off, do the other eye, and then we'll move on to the rest of my face. So we're 25 minutes in and counting. So this took me about 20 minutes because I chatted on at the beginning. So I shall see you shortly. Right, I've done the other eye. It's not as good as the one that I did on camera, which is not normally how it is. And I need to take off some excess. There we go. Right. So next thing I have is a number 7 Instant Illusions Airbrush Away Primer. Instantly magics away visible signs of aging so skin looks younger all day. I mean, I know that I don't look old, but I am interested in this. I have swatched it in store, like testers, and it feels nice. And you know I'm not normally a primer kind of person. Of course, I'm not going to be able to get, there we go. Thought I wasn't going to be able to get it off of this. Not only a primer kind of person, but I'm curious. I'm curious. I might not use this everywhere, but so just, that's it there. I've already sort of chucked the box that way. So I've pumped it, squeezed a little bit out on the back, too much out on the back of my hand, to be fair. That's too much, isn't it? That's too much, Rebecca. Oh well. Apparently it's amazing on your pores, like really blurring, so let's give it a go. And a little bit in the centre of my forehead. Over time, that's where makeup will sink in. So it doesn't necessarily, this is probably not the best way to try it out since I am going to take my makeup off and go to bed. It's definitely blurring. So it says smooth over moisturized skin, blah, 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 visible sign of aging. Yeah. Containing light diffusing particles designed to make it look and instantly putting uneven skin tone pores into soft focus. So it is meant to be blurring. It does. I actually do think that my pores look blurred. That's for sure. Yeah, my skin definitely looks blurred, and it doesn't feel like tight or gross like it sometimes can with some other like pore filling primers make my skin feel really dry even though I'm oily. So my skin just feels super soft and nice. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a once over with a beauty blender. I'm now going to do a little spot conceal real fast. So I'm just gonna line that, not that. Just get my really worst bits. And I don't blend this in, I just leave it as is. And I know that people are saying you shouldn't. There's a thing about not doing it under makeup. This is 100% what works for me. I think it looks much more natural under foundation, but that's just my opinion. I'm obviously quite scarred, but like there's not much I can do about it. So it is what it is. And then I'm going to use a little bit of my Huda Stick foundation, and I'm just going to go over the main areas that need coverage. My cheeks. Do a little bit up here just to balance it out. I generally don't do foundation there. On either side of my nose. A little bit here. So this isn't quite enough for full coverage. I'm going to do my little foundation trick. I'm going to get my Fenty Ease Drops. I'm completely avoiding my under eye. I'm just going to squirt a little bit of my Fenty Ease Drops out on the back of my hand. Take my Lowe's Cosmetics foundation brush. Normally I would cream bronze at the same time as doing this, but I have a new cream bronze to try. So yeah. So I'm just going to buff this all out. And see what happens. These are my two current like everyday favourites, so I want to see if it plays nicely over the primer or not. As I said, my skin has been better. I definitely don't think I've done any favours if I was going out, which I'm not, obviously, longevity wise. That is not good. But just really fresh coverage. Not full coverage by any means, but just really fresh. You can still see some of my freckles. And a bit of scarring. Just gonna try to get, actually, why am I doing that? Got my stick again, just get a little bit more here. A little bit more there. Right where it really needs it. People sleep on this foundation stick, man. I love it so much. And the two of them together are just a natural coverage, just dream. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try new cream bronzer. So I'm quickly going to do a tiny bit of cream contour. I don't have any new cream contour really, so I'm just going to... So I've seen people using these in like different ways. So this is the iconic London sheer bronze in Caramel Glow. I've swatched it on the back of my hand just to double check that the colour is okay. This is sheer. It is sheer. So I'm gonna just squeeze a bit out on the back of my hand like that. The packaging on this is beautiful. That's what it looks like. I would kind of like to doe foot on it, like, I don't know, like whatchamacallit style, Charlotte Tilbury style. So I'm actually going to take one of these. I don't know if I'm doing this right, and I'm going to try it like that. Just do a couple of dots. A couple of dots up here. So it is sheer. So I do feel confident in just really whacking it on. I always put bronzer on my lips. And let's blend it out. It's sheer. It's sheer. I think that's okay. It does say you can build it up. I will be building it up a bit. I think on camera it won't look as like glowy as it does in real life. It's definitely more of like a serum texture, so it's very different to my normal cream bronzer, which is my Bare Minerals, which is literally a foundation stick in a darker colour than I would wear. It's not picked up my foundation, so that's a bonus. I definitely would not use this with a brush. So let's try that again. Thing is, that's two quite large globs, and this is only 12ml, and it's not cheap, but I just love cream products, so I really wanted to give this a try. Okay, we're building it up. I think this would look not good over a full coverage heavy base if I was wearing one. I think this definitely looks better with the base that I have on today, because I just got a nice sun-kissed, like a healthy glow. I think Missa, you would really like this. Maybe I need a darker shade, I don't know. And my next new thing is the new Fenty Beauty, what is it called again? Bright Fix Eye Brightener. So let's give this a go. I don't have mega dark circles under my eye, so I really wanted to give this a go. I am now right. So I've got this in the shade Crepe. So that's what it looks like there. I don't know if it'd be better to take this. Well, we'll just do a going for it. If you're a makeup artist, you would obviously need to probably take this off onto your hand or whatever and do it with a brush. Oh, I don't like this applicator very much, I have to say. I know some people do, I do not. I'm gonna see if I can use it as a normal concealer. I've got all my freckles are out, you know, my scars are out. I haven't done a full coverage base, so let's give this a go. Putting concealer where I'd normally put concealer. And with a sponge. I still prefer concealer with a sponge, mostly. If I haven't already laid it down with my foundation. I really want to do some foundation videos, but people don't seem to like to watch my purely application videos. But I have some good tricks and tips up my sleeve for, you know, hot girl summer coming. My girls. Especially since glowy and hoey is the current style. I have some good glowy and hoey and very natural looking tricks and tips I want to do. More coverage than I thought. Definitely bright under eye. My eyes look brighter, that's all I really want. I don't really have dark circles at the moment. It doesn't look super creasy under my eyes, which is great. I think it's really flattering under my really creasy eyes. I really like it. I really like how it looks. Okay. I'm going to set my under eye with a brush. This is just Fenty setting powder as well. So I'm just going to set my under eye with the Fenty setting powder. First, I use this in the shade Butter, which is the palest. And I much prefer setting my under eye with a brush. That's how it looks like set. Yeah, it looks really good set. And did I already bring it up? Okay, so I'm going to go set with something different since we're doing this natural face. I've only used this a couple of times. I've used it on customers loads because I used to work for the brand, which is the Bare Minerals Illuminating Mineral Veil. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of this out into its lid. So this is like a finishing powder. It's really great for like when you're wearing like a more of a natural finish, when you don't want to go in and be heavy matte coverage as well. I'm just gonna pop this on all over. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, I really like how that looks. My face is set as well, and I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring. I don't have anything new contour wise. No, I don't. So I'm just going to use my Essence contour. I have the darker one of this. I really love this. And then the next thing I'm going to use, so if you ever watch me in Releases and Rants with Teresa and watch this episode, I absolutely rinse the crap out of this in that video. But Miss, I think she got this in PR and she sent it to me. Partially because she finds herself hilarious and loves that I rinsed it. I wanted to see what I would do with it. It is quite dark, and the blush, we'll see. So mainly just want it for the bronzer. That is very warm. I don't mind a very warm bronzer, to be fair. I'm trying to go in very light-handed with this. Do I look orange? No, it's okay. Okay, the bronzer's nice. Very warm. So definitely be a fake tanned girl's best friend. Okay, take it back. I like the bronzer a lot. The blusher just doesn't go with this eyeshadow look at all. And no, my under eyes look really nice, so I'm not gonna. And I think that highlighter is too dark for me as well. Maybe I'll use it as a base to what I'm putting on. So we'll see. Oh, shall I just do the blush? I don't have any other new blushes to use, I don't think. So, oh well, let's just go for it. I'm just tapping in. Let's tap that off really. She's pigmented. It's very like orange toned, so it's nice. It's like orange more than a red, like definitely. Because I thought it was going to be like a really dark red. Really, I barely touched the pan with this as well. Let's just, yeah. Actually, okay, fine. It looks pretty good. And then I'm going to take Arctic Gold, which is the highlighter in this. Just using it on my cheekbones first, on my actual apples before I pull it upwards. Because it doesn't really matter if it's too dark on here. Okay, no, it's fine. It works. It's a little dark. Does it give me a cast? A little bit of a cast. But I would use it especially if I was like fake tanned, which I occasionally do. Not very often, but occasionally will fake tan. So this is definitely something that I'll keep in mind for when I'm got a tan on. Because if I was on holiday and I was really tanned, I do generally just use a little bit, if I'm going out in the evening, use a little bit of concealer and then do like nice powder products. So I would definitely use it for that. Okay, but one of the things I'm most excited for is the Kimchi Cheek Pearl Gone Wild highlighter, which I think will go so nice with this look. And that's what it looks like inside. Oh, nice. So I'm just going to take the same brush. I'm going to turn off to the side. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. So I think it'd be way too pale for me just on its own, but I really like it. Oof, that does create a really nice effect. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Very icy, which is not normally my style, but I do like it. And let's finish off the eye look and do a bit of under eye action. So let's go back in. This palette is huge. It's so much bigger than I thought it would be. Let's go back in with Milkshake, which is the dark navy that I used. I'm literally just doing the same thing that I normally do, which is just repeat the same colours. Especially if I'm not wanting to do something contrasting. I could have done an orange under eye, but nah. And then I'm going to take, oh for God's sake, Don't Ya, which was the purple. And where is my floofy floof? And then taking Crazy in Love, which was that one there. Gonna really run that under, make sure it's really nice and blended. Oh, I really like how this has came out. So I'm gonna do something on my inner corner. So there's two nice pale shades here. I'm gonna use Twig, which is just this shade there. Just gonna spray my brush a bit. And pop that right into the inner corner. So with these kind of looks, I do keep most of the inner corner action here, and I don't blend up too much, which is not normally what I do, but it's just to keep the real sort of halo shape going. So I don't do too much and just make sure it's really blended in. I really hate the really too poppy inner corner where it's not blended or anything like that. Such a Rebecca look. Okie dokie. So this is what we've got going on so far. So I'll pop the lashes on and pop some liner on, all that good stuff, and then we'll come back and we'll do a lipstick and then we'll wrap up. So I shall see you shortly. Right, so I have, oh my hair, anyway, I've done my hair, I've done something and popped these lashes on. They are big juicy lashes, they really are. Professional dainty, not sure about dainty, but I do love Prima lashes and these are in the style D45. So I do like them, but there's nothing dainty about these. Okay, my hair is going to drive me nuts through the rest of this whole thing. Right, you know what, I should have just left it. Anyway. So I have some Huda Lippies and Huda lip liners to try. I've never tried this formula of Huda lipsticks and I've also never tried lip liners before. So I'm looking forward to giving these a go. I am such a huge lipstick fiend, so yeah. I'm not sure which colour I'm going to go for. This is in Vivid Pink. See if I can get it out. So this is the shade Vivid Pink. Okay, that is very sort of pinky neutral. I don't think, no, that's not going to go with this. If neither of these go with this eye look, I'll just do something else. And I've just opened it this way again. What is wrong with me? This is Rusty Pink, which I think should be more suitable. Yeah, so the dusty pink is definitely better for this look. So let's try this out. I'll do. And let's see which lipstick is going to go with this. I'm hoping one of these goes with this, with the lipstick. We'll see. Absolutely not. I don't know if you just take the lip liner off and then use one of the lipsticks. That was in Gold Digger, and this is in Habibi. Okay, I think this is more promising. Definitely. Let's see. Right. Actually, that looks pretty good. Definitely. What do you guys think? I think that as a whole it's turned out quite nice. You can still like see my freckles through my skin. I really like the eye bright. It gave me more coverage than I thought. The formula of the lip products, great. Really like the highlight. I actually like the face palette more than I thought I would, so I'm really eating my words there. Star of the show is the eyeshadow palette, absolutely. Whatever they're doing at BH Cosmetics, formula wise, they need to keep doing it. Right? They're like doing something real good over there. Do not stop. Okie dokie. So let me know what you think down below. Have you got any of these yourself? Is there anything else that you'd like to see me use again on my channel? Do let me know. Are you interested in me doing some, like, as I mentioned earlier in the video, whether or not I've edited it out or not, so that's why I'm mentioning it again. Are you interested in me doing like some base tricks and tips for summer for like oily girls? And to be honest, I would work on dry skin girls. You just would take out a couple of steps that I do longevity wise. But is that something you're interested in? Because I don't want to film it and then nobody no one watches it. So do let me know. Don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram to see a few different like looks over there. As always, if you see anything over there that I haven't filmed and that's something that I can easily film for you, do comment on the picture and I shall try my best to get that sorted out. Filming might be a little bit stagnant at the moment. As I said, when is it not with me? As I said, I'm not in the best of health, so I'm just going to try and film when I can. So yeah. And thank you as always to my amazing Patreons. Love you guys so much. I'm really enjoying our group chats. It's so chill over there. Rebecca's Reporters, love you guys. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring that bell so you're notified of the next time that I upload. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.